Hey guys, Miss Peebles. I teach sixth grade science, and so I'll be teaching your wonderful children this year. I'm very excited about it. I love what I do, and this is my start of my 15th year teaching science. I've taught all grade levels. A little bit about me: I'm actually from this area. I grew up and graduated from Robinson. I moved to San Marcos to attend Texas State University. There I got an exercise and sports science degree and a minor in health, wellness, and promotion. I did not start teaching right out of college. I waited a little while, moved to Dallas and Houston, and kind of ventured out in sports medicine and sports rehabilitation for a while. And then I started teaching later on. Moved back to Waco, got married to my husband Chad. We have two daughters. They attend Lorena. Their names are Kayla and Kinsley. They're in 8th grade and 6th grade, so I currently have a 6th grader as well. And so anyways, that's a little bit about me. I love Woodgate. I'm so sad that it's changing this year. It's an amazing school. I love my colleagues. And so, it's just, I think your kids are in really great hands while they're here. A little bit about science and what your students will learn, or my students, your children, will learn this year is we'll talk about safety, which we've already covered. We'll talk about chemistry and earth science and physics and space, and then we'll finish up in biology because they'll really hit that hard in 7th grade. And so that's kind of all the major units. Everything is just at a very introduction level here. And we will do as many labs as we can this year with COVID and everything that's going on. But I try to have lots of hands-on activities and labs as much as possible. The kids really like them, and it's super fun class. I really thoroughly enjoy teaching it. I used to also coach and teach 7th and 8th grade. I've taught 5th grade, so I kind of know all the levels of where your kids come from and also where they're going. So that kind of helps me in my teaching methods, as well. This year there is no 6th grade STAR test for science. There are math and reading STAR tests, but there's no 6th grade STAR test. Your students or my students won't actually be tested until 8th grade for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade materials then. So we're still kind of just introducing what they'll learn and be tested on in 8th grade. This year, because we really treat your kids like middle school, because they are kind of officially middle schoolers, we really want them to get on to Hack on their iPads where they can monitor their grades. You probably, hopefully already have an account, and you can just have them log into your account, save it on their iPad, and that way they can be responsible for their grades and monitoring it. Also keeping me honest, because I make mistakes. I could very easily enter a 10 when I should have entered 100, and so they can catch that, and we can fix that together, of course. And so if you'll kind of help your kids get that on their iPad, I'd appreciate it. I am currently walking through some of the students and getting them on there. Some of them are having some issues, so if you can maybe do that, I would greatly appreciate it, because we do expect them to go in and keep accountability on their grades. In science, we do not send homework home. The only time your child will actually have a homework assignment was if, of course, they're absent, or maybe they just didn't finish something in class for whatever reason, and that could be unlimited reasons. But they do need to finish all classwork in the Schoology daily folder. If you ever look at Schoology, and I hope you do, you can see how we set it up by first 6 weeks, by each week in the 6 weeks, and then by each day within that week. So like Monday, it'll say Monday, August 30th, Tuesday, August 31st. So if a kid misses, there's no secret into what day they need to know. If you know they missed Tuesday the 30th or 31st, you can just tell them, go into that day. Everything in there they need to do. They are responsible for doing. At Midway, you get 1 day for each day you're out, and it is solely their responsibility to go in and do that. There is no time in school for them really to get that work done as far as in science class, so they are expected to do that at home. If you need any help or they need any help, you can always message me in Schoology, and I can respond, rather quickly. We will do labs. Obviously, if your kid is absent, they can't do a lab, but we'll always have what we call an exit ticket in there, and they can do that. They need to do that because that will replace their lab grade, and they can just reference the notes that they had taken, which are digital and in those daily folders as well. So they can just use that, and that'll be their grade replacement for that day. My conference period is first period, so it's about 8:25 to 9:30, so feel free to call me or email me during that time. If you email me any other time during the day, it'll probably be the next day or after school before I can get back to you. Please try to be a little lenient and give me 24 hours to respond. If it's a dire emergency, obviously call the school and ask them, and then we can get back to you in a timely manner. But I look really forward to seeing your students this year and getting to learn them. I hope they enjoy my class. Y'all have a great day.